Willie Farrell has performed in the biggest and the best comedy clubs around. He spends much of the year on stage, really in Las Vegas.
But every so often, he sneaks away to Omaha, and this weekend is one of those times.
Willie Farrell is back. Good to see you, Willie.
Yay, me.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm happy to be here. This is my favorite. I work in Vegas and Atlantic City a lot, but this is one of my favorite comedy clubs of anywhere.
Would you explain why?
I love, well, I'm a Midwesterner from Des Moines. And I love Omaha. I love Colleen, who runs a club, and I like
she's not bad.
Yeah, she's. Well, and then we go back a long, long way. So she first started managing the club. She was 11, and I've been with her ever since. So
she's great. But no, Willie was out. He did the Santa Lucia Festival last year.
Yes.
And
last
since
summer.
then, he kind of connected with all these Omaha Italians. And
Yes.
I talked to these Omaha Italians.
all the Pawnees,
like, Willie's coming to
all the
town.
Paynes, they call them, but they're the Pawnees where I come from. So where I'm from in Des Moines, they're the Pawnees, which means bread in Italian. But they're the Paynes, and they're wonderful people. I'll probably see them out at the club this week.
Yeah,
That's
so they always come out now.
Yeah.
He's got this huge Paisan following in
Yes.
Omaha. Hey, Willie's out at the club.
We travel in packs. So, but I had such a good time at your thing. That was wonderful. I had a great time, great food, and you guys do it right.
It's great to hear. Your upbringing, we talked about it the last time you were here, but I think it's so fascinating.
Yeah, it's pretty
not
wild.
like most, Willie. In what way?
No, my father, as a child, grew up in Chicago, and he actually worked for Al Capone as a kid, and grew up in that lifestyle, and was doing that till the day he passed.
Did they send him to Des Moines? I know they sent
yeah,
guys.
exactly. It was late 30s, early 40s, and he got sent to Des Moines. It was gambling and liquor and whatever else, and he met my mother there, and actually liked it in Des Moines, and decided to stay. But he always had a finger into it, and
you always talked about that time that Capone. Did Capone come visit?
No, not
Des Moines?
Capone. No. Well, we had a lot of guys came, but Jimmy Hoffa used to come to the house.
Yeah, Hoffa came to your house.
Used to eat dinner and stuff.
When you look back on that, now that you have a little bit of distance from that experience, when you look at it with any objectivity, can you say, I can't believe that was my life, or I saw that, or met that?
That was kind of strange. I mean, as a child, you don't. I mean, my father passed when I was 11, but I mean, like, people always said, "Did you know your dad was that kind of guy?" And I said, all I really remember is never waiting in line anywhere. I mean, everywhere we went, we just got right in. And I remember my father answering phone booth phones all the time, because he couldn't answer phones at home because they would be tapped.
Yeah.
So we would go to a park, and we'd be outside playing, me and my brother, and the phone would ring at the the local park, and my dad would pick it up. I'm going, how's he know?
How's he know we're at the park?
Phone, But yeah, that was kind of thing. And as I look back, and now as I look at the history as I've gotten older, it was pretty exciting stuff. And everybody says it's bad your father was a gangster. He didn't know any other lifestyle. I mean, that's how he knew to grow up. He grew up during the Depression, and so that's what he did. He was a great dad. Came to all my Little League games and never missed a thing. I was always there for dinner, so I like him.
You don't think the phones are still tapped, do you? Your phone, do you worry about that?
No. But I remember being a kid, he used to say when he'd get on the phone, he'd say, I'll call you later because the Boy Scouts are on the phone. He used to call them the Boy Scouts. And then he'd hang up, and then we'd go for a ride in the park, and then he'd pick up the phone.
Pick up the payphone.
Was he a funny guy? I mean, how did you get started in comedy?
He was funny in a kind of a weird way. He went in front of, you can find it online, he went in front of the Kefauver committees and McClellan committees, and Robert F. Kennedy at the time was the Attorney General, and he kept asking my dad questions, and my dad kept taking the Fifth Amendment, and Robert F. Kennedy kind of said, "You think you're funny, don't you, Mr. Farrell?" And so I guess that's where it came from.
Wow.
But he had a kind of a strange sense of humor. But
was there another comedian that you remembered kind of as that inspiration for you to get on stage?
As I grew up, I mean, as I look back on, because I never wanted to be a comedian. I always thought I was going to be a point guard for the Boston Celtics, and I didn't work out at 5'6". But no, but as a kid, I used to listen to Bill Cosby. I liked Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
But then I had weird ones. I used to like Richard Belzer. I don't know if you remember him from. He had kind of a sarcastic wit, and I liked him. Freddie Prinze Jr. and of course Don Rickles, which is that's basically it's what I do. I mean, I just get out in the crowd and try to have some fun.
Yeah, it's funny because your routines, you're not talking all Italian stuff. That's not your
no. That's I will talk about. I mean, if there's Italians in the crowd, that's going to be part of the mix. But no, it's just it's a small part of it, I usually talk about who's ever in the crowd. I try to get into what they're about, and then it turns into an improv kind of thing. But,
well, that's talent, though, too, right?
I don't know about that. I just can't remember my act, to be honest.
You just have to hear on the fly.
No, but I feel like when you've been at it for, at this point, it's got to be 30
or more.
more, because
Yeah,
it was 30
yeah.
years a few years ago
Yeah,
now.
keep on aging me there.
Yeah. No, but I think longevity should be
Yes.
celebrated in
I
any
think so.
industry, but in yours, where
Yeah.
like stars shine bright and sometimes they burn out.
Yes.
But to stick in it for a long time, it says a lot.
As we say in my neighborhood, if you're not dead or in jail, you're doing okay.
Right,
So there we go. I'm still here.
You know, I was looking for you on Twitter, and I saw you
Yeah.
haven't tweeted in like, I don't know, 6, 8
Well,
months.
the only reason I know
twice
how
a
to tweet is
year.
because my wife or daughter, I'll say something and they'll tweet. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
I don't. I mean, the only time I've ever Twittered is I've said something
ever tweeted?
and they've done or tweet. I don't know how that works.
you don't
I don't
know
know how any of
lingo.
that works. My daughter tried to set me up on the Vine thing. I don't understand that. I don't understand anything.
You and social media, not the best of
No,
friends, but you
not
got
a
it on
clue.
stage.
Do you have a flip phone, or what do you have? You have
I had a flip phone. They made me get rid of it. I love my flip phone. I
5
talk about it on
shows
stage.
tonight through Sunday. You can see Willie Farrell at the Funny Bone. Call to get tickets or visit funnyboneomaha.com.
And Dwayne Clark is with me. He's very funny. And Austin.
Dwayne, yes,
Austin.
Dwayne.
What's Austin's last name?
Anderson.
Austin Anderson.
Anderson.
I
Yeah,
know
those
that.
two guys very funny.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you,
Really
Willie.
good to see you.